Jeymi sobbed inconsolably on Sunday's episode of 90 Day Fiancé. The other way, because Kris had been living in the United States for months with minimal communication and even less financial support. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Alina. Keep watching for more interesting details. And don't forget to subscribe, so let's start. Kris Foster and Jeymi Nogueira from 90 Day Fiancé. The other way are still fighting for their marriage as they deal with their extensive separation and eroding trust. Jeymi acknowledged on Sunday's show that the length of Kris' absence had her both angry and sad. In order to fix a financial issue and obtain her narcolepsy medication, Kris was only meant to be gone for 2 weeks, but after several months, she had still not returned to Colombia. Kris had stayed away in part because she needed to work to support Jeymi. However, she was unable to find employment in Colombia due to her immigration status. In a confessional, Jeymi, 30, stated, "She's been gone for so long. Without her by my side, I had to endure a great deal of hardships." She occasionally writes, "I can write to her, but she doesn't reply. I feel as though I am married to an impossibility at this point." Alex was the one Jeymi turned to when she needed to vent about her very horrific encounter with Kris. "She was supposed to travel to Colombia to live with me and get married to me. So what happened to everything else? It was her. That had been Alex's worry all along," he said to Jeymi. In a later interview, Jeymi claimed that Kris had never thought things through prior to arriving in Colombia. "You promised to start a business with me when you got here because you wouldn't be able to work here," despite the fact that her justification is, "I cannot work here in Colombia." She went on, "You even advised me to leave my job so that I could focus entirely on your company. What transpired there?" Jeymi complained to Alex about Kris's contradictory feelings toward Jeymi's unemployment, even admitting that she had begun looking for work after learning of their dire financial situation. However, Jeymi explained that finding a job was not as simple as Kris thinks, because she herself, a Venezuelan, also has to deal with immigration restrictions in Colombia. Jeymi then dropped a bombshell, saying that Kris had only paid for 2 months of their expensive apartment's rent. Jeymi was astonished by this cause of contention, as the two had previously agreed that Jeymi would cover the utilities and Kris would pay the rent. The second or third month after she moved out, Kris stopped paying rent, according to Jeymi. "She assured me that I wouldn't need to worry about finances, and now I'm here, unsure of my ability to pay my rent for the upcoming month." Alex even expressed his own grief by Kris, telling Jeymi that he believed she had played his friend and that what Kris was putting Jeymi through was not fair. Jeymi cried at her extremely frustrating circumstance at this point. "If I were you, I would have ended it already," Alex remarked. Jeymi acknowledged, "I know many people would have said enough, but I do want to hear her out." She went on, "Kris said she would be arriving shortly. What I'm looking forward to is that. She needs to listen to me before I can listen to her. We have some critical topics to discuss." Since they started dating, Kris and Jeymi have gone through many highs and lows. One of their initial significant obstacles was Jeymi's decision to wait until after the wedding to come out to her family. But as their marriage grew strained due to distance, the couple's issues, particularly those regarding money, have gotten worse. Kris's mother hinted in Sunday's show that she was uneasy about this marriage between two drama queens. Kris's mother offered her opinion as she described how she wanted to be there for her wife, but required Jeymi to be practical to the financial element of it. She said, "As your mama, I'm quite skeptical about several things. She had a job previously, and when she moved into the more expensive apartment, she promised to return to it so you could pay for it. Jeymi hasn't worked since being married, then has she?" In response to Kris mentioning how Jeymi became angry because she didn't give enough to pay all the expenses and pay for her gym membership, Kris's mother remarked, a sugar mommy you are. Sundays at 8 p.m. ET, TLC broadcasts 90 Day Fiancé. The Other Way.